Hello class, my name is Chanel Young. I am a senior at Morgan State University with a major in physical education, K through 12 teacher education concentration. And I'm going to talk about two things. First, I'm going to talk about my time at the SCED school during my SCED 430 class, as well as my time with Taylor Williams, who is a student at Mervo that I worked with prior to her SATs. So first I'm going to talk about my time at the SCED school. I was paired up with a beautiful young lady named Kennedy. Kennedy is a 7th grader. She's very outgoing, very energetic. She was very talkative. She's definitely a social butterfly. She enjoys talking and reading about gymnastics. She enjoys doing different activities at the SCED school. She does enjoy the yoga that they do there. She's also plays lacrosse. So she's a very well-rounded young lady, and I really enjoyed working with her. During that time while I was with Kennedy, we had a difficult time trying to actually pinpoint exactly what it was that she needed help with. She's a very good student. I was told by Ms. Dunsey that basically Kennedy's issue more so was a behavior issue more so than an issue dealing with, her literacy or, comprehending things in class. So I tried to be more of a mentor to Kennedy, tried to help her in that aspect by talking to her about, the things that she should and shouldn't do in class. I talked with her about the different choices that she makes and how she interacts with her teachers. So I hope that with that she did get something out of it. We did do some small activities as I was trying to figure out what it was that I could help her with, but it basically came to me that she needs some one-on-one attention from someone older that is able to really help her with regards to her behavior and her interactions in school. So with that being said, I'm going to move on to my second student that I assisted, and wasn't with her very long, but I think that the short time that I was with her, there was a lot of impact made. I was with a young lady, her name is Taylor Williams, and Taylor is a junior at Mervo High School. She's 15 years old. She's a student athlete and an honor student. And Taylor was getting ready to take the SATs. So what I did with Taylor was try to pinpoint some key aspects of SAT prep that students are most likely to need to utilize. So what I first did with Taylor was I pulled an article from Newsleah, and it was an article based on track and field because Taylor runs track. And the basis of the article was talking about how the world records might be a thing of the past because people like Usain Bolt are just super fast and are running and jumping out of the world basically, to the point where breaking world records is really becoming difficult and more harder than they were before, especially with the checking of performance enhancing drugs and things of that nature. So Taylor read the article. I think she enjoyed reading the article because it was something that she was interested in. She did a small quiz, which is here. And this one. She did a small quiz, and she did a pretty good job with the quiz. And what I really wanted Taylor to focus on was attempting to find the main idea of an article. So that was the first thing that we worked on. So we did a small little worksheet here where she was to find the main idea in some passages that she was reading. And so that was one of the focuses that we did the first time around that we sat together. I really wanted to make sure that when she was reading a passage in the SAT, that she understood exactly what the main idea of the article or the passage was, and that she was able to pinpoint those things. So I also gave Taylor another worksheet, or just a reminder sheet, where she was able to see and determine the guidelines for finding an author's main idea. So Taylor did that, and we worked on that, and that was pretty good. And I also gave her another worksheet, as well as we found a SAT prep practice test, among other things, that she worked on as well. So I was able to help her with that. And it helped her to know what was on the SAT, kind of gave her an idea of what to look for and what to expect. And this is the other worksheet that I gave her on identifying the main idea. So the next day we talked about supporting details and how supporting details are really, really important in supporting a main idea. So we had this worksheet as well where we identified supporting details. And I gave Taylor basically an idea or a main idea, a small passage. She read it, and I told her to give me the supporting details in that passage, and she did, and I think she did a pretty good job. Again, we went back over some SAT prep work. We went over another test. The practice test that I found had like 64 pages. So we were able to really, really focus in on some of that SAT work and really, really focus on some of the things that she really, really wasn't sure with, that she was having trouble with. So we were able to really, really pinpoint those small areas. So lastly, the last thing that I did was